Hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome back to some more City Skylines and welcome back to our little city of Anvíl. Last time we made this little expansion to our ore industry area, and as we go on we should fill that in a little bit more. That's going to take care of most of our industrial demand for the moment, and then once we've kind of really reached the limit on that, we're going to have to think about moving up here to where I've earmarked for our next generic industry area. We also did some tidying up on this first kind of quadrant of our city centre here, and yeah, it's looking nice. We've got our little path network looking okay, including this nice little footbridge over the top of this little road, making sure the cars aren't slowed down by any crosswalks there, any pedestrians. Yeah, since I upgraded this roundabout, it's a much higher capacity roundabout. Everything's flowing a lot more smoothly. So yeah, that's good. At the moment, we're kind of just waiting for the population to tick up to 28,000 so we can buy this final square here. And there's a lot of plans that kick in once we get this final square. But for the moment, we've got a few things to do here. I kind of really want to start just finishing off this little quadrant, making sure that everything's as I want it, and we need to sort of prepare to move on and start building here. Our residential demand, yeah, it's starting to climb ever higher, which is concerning, because it means there, might not be enough workers to fill jobs, and abandoned buildings and all that stuff. So I think our first task is just to go do the landscaping. I also want to stick in some districts here. We've got our little tourism district here, which covers this area here, and I suppose I may as well go and fill in the rest of this. I think we probably have enough tourism to justify the demand. We'll leave that blank for the moment, but that will also be tourism. It's just because the tourism buildings are notoriously susceptible to not having enough customers, especially if you build too much too soon. So we'll just we'll build that little bit in. Leave that blank until later. What was I saying? God, my memory is absolutely dreadful. So, regardless, tidy up this coastline a bit. That's what I was saying. Yes, I want to have another district just generally for this zone. More just so we can sort of keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on what the population's doing and all that jazz. So, let's get to it. Okay, I think that looks good. We've got our little zone here, so we can tell sort of how the population's doing here and get some other stats. Maybe control it individually if we need to. We've got our new district for the next zone of our city centre. And I've also gone and put in the national park here. I suppose we could start getting some stuff going there sooner rather than later. How's our population doing? We're getting very close to that 28,000, aren't we? Like, really, really close. I'm just going to start, actually, on this zone. We're probably not going to get to filling it in, really. But I want... do we have everything on? Yeah, I want to start looking at bringing some of the roads into this little section. I think we're just going to get a simple straight road. It's going to come in. Simple 4-lane. Like that. And, oh my word, that is up and down and everywhere. I mean, I decided not to completely flatten this ground. I wanted it to have a bit of character. I'm just wondering if that's possibly too much character. You know what? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Let's get the game running. I think about halfway down along this, so say there, I'm going to bring another one of these roads, another collector, coming out. How far do we want you to go? I reckon about there. Now, just quickly, we're going to reinforce this roundabout so it doesn't... Oh, yeah, that's a little wonky there. I think I might want to redo that, actually. But for the moment, let's get... just something comes off like that. This is just going to be a short section. You know what? Just going to whack that back in there. Get this, bring this back up here, and let's bring it out to there. I think that's a better distance. And then we are going to redraw that highway. We are going to redraw that roundabout. I think that's... No, I think that's one bigger than that, isn't it? Yeah, so that's... Is it? No, I think that's the same size. So we want one smaller... That's, for some reason, gotten rid of that road there, so we just want to go and sort of do the whole reinforcing thing. Just so that, because occasionally when you connect roads like that, it can bend the roundabout out of shape, and we've just gotten our roundabout back into shape. Oh, what's going on there? Okay. And now, in order to just let's redo some of the stuff we've undo some of the stuff we've just redone by reinstalling the roundabout. So let's get rid of all of those crosswalks there, and hopefully everything should proceed as it was. Now this road here, I did have sort of a plan. It's kind of, as you may have guessed, it's kind of changing a little bit as we go. I'm going to bring you up along there. Again, this is just kind of avoiding it, making it too gritty, giving it a bit of character. Give me something to work with. It's not quite, is it? And I've still got the 6 lane on. Don't want to quite bring you out that far. That's good. That's a nice, fairly even curve. Okay, I like that. We might be able to do something with the roads here. Let me just check. Can we smooth this out a little bit? We can. Yeah, I think that's just going to remain a bit of a pain in the backside. But okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And, oh, no. No, I'm not. No, I am not, because we still have some 6-lane that I accidentally built there. So that is going to be the backbone of this new area. The question I was having originally, I did have a plan. I was just going to sort of build something like this and have it sort of only connecting to this this artery through this bit here. But I don't know. I'm worried about diverting too much traffic onto this artery and then clogging this roundabout again. However, because this artery, this artery is going to sort of become much more heavily used as we build up more and more and more. Now I think I'll stick with the plan. We do have something else we need to do to sort of ease the traffic stuff. So we're not going to get cracking with that just yet. We're going to move on to do something else, because I was talking about the traffic and I have woefully neglected the public transport system in this city. So, not trolley bus line, the standard bus line. We are going to go and build ourselves a new bus line, sort of in preparation for... No, actually. Changing my mind again. No. We're going to go and build the thing I want to build first, and then we'll do the buses to suit. What I was going to do then was a metro system. Or are we going to want to build it? No, let's have it off the main road. So moving on, I'm going to... Hang on. Yeah, I was going to talk about how we're going to hook this up, but I'm not sure... Thinking about it, that orientation is going to... I'm going to do that again. And while we're at it, I think... Oh, wow! Okay. Look at University Campus Area, Universal Education, University Path, Cargo Harbour. Harbour. That's for passengers. That's for that. What's the Eco Water? Okay. American Football Stadium. Nice, the one we've been waiting for. So I think I know what we'll be doing for most of the next episode. Oh, we really need to get going with that section. Residential demand isn't that high. I think it's just that area's been eating into it a lot as it upgrades. So saying, yes, I think I want to put that round the other way. I think I'm going to see if I can... ooh, no, that's not what we wanted to do, is it? See if I can flatten that out a bit, because that looked a little bit weird. I think I'm going to redo that. Have it facing that way. Hopefully all will become apparent shortly. And yeah, we've got some... That... I'm going to try and get this to rezone as I want it to. We're going to do that, and then we're going to get a couple of the small beech trees. Maybe, yeah, just a couple of them. Stick them in there. Okay. What was I about to say before I was quite welcomingly interrupted? Given what we were interrupted by. I'm going to make this metro... is going to link up, because basically what we've been doing is sort of been doing the western half of our city, if that's north and that's south. So I want sort of just a line which covers what we've done so far. It's going to link up that industrial area, this suburb, this section of the city centre, this section of the city centre. This industrial zone, this suburb, and then moving on to the this other industrial area once we put it in. So first of all, we've got that. Next, we're going to want something in here. I think something there. Slope too steep. Something centralish. I mean, that it sort of it bulges out this end, so I think this junction rather than this junction, and this is sort of like the central road that comes through. So I think, yeah, that's a 4x2, so I'll just grow back in a little 2x2 there. Yeah, we do kind of want it that orientation. So we place that like that. Moving over here. Where are we going to have you? I think somewhere here might be the most sensible option, just right in the centre there. I mean, the orientation's a pain in the backside a little bit, but... And yeah, we've got those crosswalks there. And these little trees might move those a little bit, just so we're not crowding it too much. And of course we're going to want something in this city centre. I've got this area here free. I could just stick something in there, couldn't I? We're going to want to have you going upwards like that. Yeah. And I think once again we'll just tree this up a bit. So we can find a place for a palm tree in there. And then we'll do something else with this little thing at some point. So then we move on to this bit. That's going to be tricky. Let's stick everything else in chortle first. Where do we want to put you? Yeah, I reckon there. And then coming up to this area, I don't know, because we might be expanding this over in this direction. I don't know yet. So, I mean, that's going to change where's the most suitable place for us to put this. I suppose it's not going to be too much hassle to move it around a little bit. Something like that. And then, yeah, that's connected to the road, so that'll grow. Yeah, we can always move that there if we do sort of decide we want to expand this out a little bit. Now, as for over here, this is going to be the tricky bit. So I want to link all those up, come up here. Because I think I might want this. I wanted to have kind of like a metro hub somewhere in the city centre. And this is already looking a bit crowded. They've got some good metro hubs, actually, in one of the content creator packs I downloaded. Metro Plaza Station. But I think, yeah, this is a little too crowded, so we might have to put it up here for the moment. I think I don't want this bit over here to be as dense. I'd like to leave some of that little forest intact. What do these look like? That's going to be... I think that's too much. Old Market Station, Glassbox Transport Hub, Sunken Island, Platform Metro Station. Slope too steep. What do you look like? I mean, that's not too bad. What else do we have in the little box of tricks? Jewel Island. Four platforms, 2 upline and 2 downline. I think... believe it, 2 platforms for 2 inside. Express trains to bypass the stop. So this does have the 2 platforms. I think it might bottleneck at the... Yeah, I think it bottlenecks, but I think just having the platforms should be enough for us to do that. Get rid of you. No. Where can I move you to? I was thinking more sort of over there, so it's not so much of a hassle to sort of bring it round. And we are going to want it kind of in that orientation like that, but you're not going to play ball, are you? It's going to take up a lot of building room. I'm, for the moment, if it's not going to work out, then we can always sort of change this stuff around. That's buildable. That's buildable. Those two aren't. Really? Oh, they are zonable. Okay, that's good. Okay, I like that. Let's actually get this all joined up first of all. So where do we want? We want a line there. Hang on, how do you do the underground view? There we go. And are we going to want something going over there? I'm not sure. Maybe we might, if there's something up there, we might want this to carry on. I will take something out from the bottom here. And then I think we will just... In fact, it might be worth doing that to all the stops, just taking a little something out each side. And then there. I'm not sure how the road guidelines will actually play out with this. I'm just doing this as sort of a precaution, just in case they're going to be a little bit finicky about it. And then we're going to want something out there. Something, yeah, that's going to bottleneck, but hopefully the fact that there are, as I said, the two platforms in each direction is going to work in our favour. And this is going to want, we're going to want that to go on at some point. I suppose while we're here we may as well actually build it out this way. Okay, so we have a something of a functional metro system. It's a little, yeah, you know, but yeah, it should function well. Should do the job. Let's get our first metro line. And this, hopefully, let's have this. Yeah, let's have this on the right-hand side as we come through there. Going through to there. Going through to there. It's a pain in the backside you can't just have a sort of like, oh, and then back along the same route kind of thing. It's a little button you can press. Say, yeah, I've done that, but now if you can go in the other way as well, that would be fantastic. No, we just got to keep doing this and doing this and doing this until we get back to here and complete the line. Right. So now what do we have to do? Do we have to actually go and find one of the trains? Okay, that's done. Just click on the transport thing. Line details. Okay. And now we just want to let that run for a bit. Let's call this, as I said, the Western Line. Let's keep that running. How many trains do we have? 6. I have a feeling a lot of these are going to be very busy, so that's probably about right. Maybe we'll get back to that later. What I do want to do in the meantime is hook this up to make sure, because I didn't really go around doing much of the pathing over here. So what I think we're going to need to do is to actually just make sure this is all joined up with some kind of bus network. Starting, I think, right next to that. So again, making sure there's a reasonable distance between stops. I'm not going to sort of like do what some people do, which is kind of saturate it just to get the bonuses. The land value bonuses from those stops. Maybe one there and hook that up there. So I said we've been kind of neglecting our public transport recently, and our first one was red. I'm going to make you yellow. And then we go back to the public transport. Ah, catch the train, catch the train. No, we want to get rid of that actually, don't we? Then we just want to go to transport view. 53. Okay. And I think I'm going to make this one orange. And that doesn't have power or water. Oh, cripes. 186. 440. Oh, okay, yeah, have to keep an eye on that. We need to get water. We need to get water. We just get water along the main roads here. That will take care of that little station. And then power. I have something of a plan here. We'll just bring you in there for the moment. I don't think anybody's going to be wanting to get on or off at this stop, but yeah. Where did that train go? There you are. Line details. 560. Oh. Wow. I think we're going to need a few more than 6. Let's get 8 going. And see, well, we'll have to see sort of over the passage of time whether that takes care of it. But hopefully are our buses anywhere near this new route yet? Where will they be coming in from? Coming off this one, or will they be going in from here? Here they come. Line details, U109. 102, so 79. Yeah. Well, it looks like that new little bit of public transport is being used well, which hopefully means less traffic on these roads. Hopefully means we're not going to face this roundabout getting jammed again. Hopefully means we can avoid this roundabout getting jammed. I mean, eventually we might have to upgrade it. A lot of cars for some reason doing the thing where they just turn off here and use that as a turnaround. God knows why. But yeah. Oh, that was one of our trains. There it goes. The beautiful little orange thing. Well, partially orange. And nobody's using this stop. Passenger service. 2 passenger service last week. Where the hell did they come from? Where the hell did they go? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that should, I mean, particularly this place. Hopefully, yeah. Passengers streaming in and out of there. Hopefully that should mean that this doesn't get too clogged with traffic as well, because that, going forward, could be a major concern. Still need to work out what I'm going to do here, but that will have to wait, as I think we are kind of out of time here. I think we've done well. We've prepared this little zone here. I might have to go in and do some... I have to go in and sort of redo this bit, but that should be fine. Just flatten the land out here, so just so people can sort of zone along this bit. And we've got ourselves, having, as I said, neglected our public transport options for a while. We've actually bulked them up we've actually beefed that up quite nicely, so take cars off the road. We will want to do something about a bus network sort of going round this city centre, but I might build a little bit more before we get round to that. We'll have to wait, and of course we now have this new stretch of land, this new gorgeous stretch of land for me to do something with. Pain in the ass that you actually have to go and get the next square just to get that little tiny bit of land, but it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter too much. More to do, but as I said, I'll have to wait. So until then, thanks for watching, take care, I'll see you next time.